How many of you guys feel like you are being tested right now? Like you are being challenged? There might be some pain coming your way. You might feel it a little bit in your heart, a little bit in your stomach, like the pit of it. Because I know in the last month, I feel like I have been tested, asked to expand, stretched more than a long time. And so today's practice, let's talk about this. What happens when you start feeling this compression? What happens if a big event comes and you feel some pain, some challenge, some struggle? Do you give up? Do you roll over? Do you just stop going? What do you do? I personally have found what's most useful for me is to practice appreciation for that pain, for that challenge. Treat it as a gift. As I sit and look and wonder, what kind of lessons am I going to learn from this? And I thank myself for being aware of it. You know, there's been times in my life where pain has been a motivator. It's been an inspiration for new ideas. And because of all the different experiences with it, I've really started to look at what's the most useful way to go about looking at this. And what I've found is most useful, and this is not what's right or what's wrong or what's good or what's bad. I just look at what's most useful. And what's most useful is for me to tell myself that this is just here to get my attention. This challenge, this test, this contraction, this compression, this pain, is only here to get my attention. Now, why is it here to get my attention? And what kind of attention am I going to give it? Am I going to become a victim? Or am I going to look at it from another perspective and think whatever event caused this because of whatever lessons I'm about to learn from it? Who's the man that I need to become on the other side of whatever this event is? Because I don't care how much work you do on yourself. I don't care how much you grow. The problems don't stop coming. The puzzles, the challenges, the tests. I don't care what phase of your life in. They keep coming. And you may be in some pretty big ones right now. And you may be asking yourself, is this ever going to end? And it will. It's an ebb and flow of life. There are phases to all of these. So if you know it's going to end, you know it's not going to be forever. And some of them are going to last longer than others. Some might last a day, some might last a month, some might feel like they last 3 months, a whole season. But they're going to end. So if they're going to end, you may as well get as much as you can out of each one. You may as well be sure you learn every lesson. And for me to learn every one of those lessons, I just started expressing appreciation for it. And in that appreciation, I find that I can relax a little bit more because I know this is going to end. And I know that when I come out on the other side of whatever the big event is, that I'm going to be an exponentially more upgraded version of me than I am right now. I look back at some of these big events that I had, and I considered them such gifts, and I couldn't see them at the time, and that's why I'm here to share this for you. You know, in 2009, I was homeless. I was living on the streets, and then I got locked up. And I eventually begged the judge to leave me in his jail so that I could figure out a new game plan for life. What a gift that was, to get the opportunity to get locked up and have a substantial amount of time to come up with a new plan for living. Back when I got to weighing almost 300 pounds. What a gift that was. It really started to get my attention at some of the things that I was putting in my body, the quantity of food that I was eating, how was I taking care of myself. I don't know what your big event is. And it may not seem big to the rest of the world. It may only even seem big to you. But that's today's practice. Can you show some appreciation for it because of the lessons you're about to learn? Or are you rolling over and just giving up and saying, you know what, I can't do it? Because you can do it. I don't know anyone that's not been able to do it. I look at all the big events that have happened in my life, and they've been painful at times. They've sucked for sure. But you will get through it. So if you know you're going to get through it, why not get as many upgrades as possible? So practice expressing some appreciation. Just say, thank you for this big event. Thank you for the growth that I'm about to receive. Thank you for all the lessons that I'm about to learn from this. Now that's on you as you go through that, to be aware of the lessons that you're learning, to look inside. What's happening inside of you? What's changing inside of you? What all changed so that you could get through this? Because you could just let it pass and not get anything out of it. In my experience, when these big events pass and I don't look at them, I don't get anything out of it, I don't express appreciation for them, then I likely didn't learn as much or grow as much as I should have. And chances are, if a big event like that one comes again, and it surely will, I'm not going to be nearly as prepared as I could be, had I really taken full advantage of the gift it was the first time it came. So that's what I got for you today. That's today's practice. When's the last time you've practiced saying thank you and expressing appreciation for whatever pain, whatever challenges, whatever tests, whatever might be contracting you inside? When's the last time you've just said thank you? When's the last time you've looked at that as a gift and just opened yourself to receiving everything that you can from those? Remember, you're only as good as your last practice. You're only as good as your last practice. As always, thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for showing up for the other men. Thank you for showing up for your people. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.